So this week I wanted to make something from Stardew Valley, and I felt the best way to start in doing something like this would be to make an army of Junimos. So to start doing that, I make all the colors that I'm going to use throughout the entirety of this project. I start by making a circle of pink clay, in this case, because I started with a pink one, but it's basically the same process for all of them. I put a little hole in the top, and then flatten it out. Make a little brown, it's not brown yet, but it will be dark brown. A little worm, put it on the top, and then add a green leaf to the top. Once this green leaf is added, I then cut out a bunch of little lines in a bunch more worms, and add some legs in a sitting down position, as well as some arms. And then, after I do that, I can add in some eyes. Now, once I have the eyes done, I can add in a little blush, which is a lighter pink. Now that I have this blush, the first one is done, and there's only 6 more. All of the other 6 are done in slightly different ways, with only slight differences in their hand positioning, but it still allows me to, it's made it so that this video wasn't a minute long. So what I do is the same thing as before, with the indent in the top of the head, the little line at the top, the leaf shape, the same thing with the arms, the legs, everything, it's all the same. The legs get added in, the arms get added in, this time facing upwards instead of downwards, and after I have the arms placed in, I add the eyes, once again, and after the eyes is the blush, and after the blush is the next one, because this one is done as well. Now that that one's done, we are on to the purple one. The purple one is made the same exact way, and it is where I started to mess up on the actual recording itself. Just a little indent at the top in the slightly circular shape, followed by a brown this time, because I finally made the brown, and a lighter green with a little indent in the center. It's placed on the top, secured a little bit, and then all of the arms, still in the black as before, are added. This just goes in a sitting position, and I made the arms go downwards like he's grabbing his tummy. After the arms is the eyes, which are a little bit far apart for this one, and after the eyes is the blush. Except I forgot to do the blush, and we're skipping right to the same position on the green one, which I also forgot to record. Forgot to hit the button, so now we have 2 done instead of just 1. Next up is the yellow, which is done in the same way. The green one has the arms facing directly behind it, which I forgot to mention before, but is somewhat important, as it's the only difference. And this is where I make the leaf, with a little indent in the center for the first time in the recording process of this video. It gets placed on the brown stem, placed on the inside of the head, secured slightly. Then the arms and legs are added, which I forgot to record, and the eyes are placed down. After the eyes are placed, I can add the blush. And after the blush is placed, it's on to the next one again. Now this time, it's the orange one, and then the orange one has the same thing as before. The indent this time was a little bit deeper than before. The leaf gets made, it's put on the dark brown stem, then the limbs are made in black. They're placed on there. Oh yeah, yellow one's T-posing. And then this one is just kind of like, it's waving. It's giving you a big wave. After I add the arms, I add the eyes. After I add the eyes, I add the blush. And after I add the blush, this one's done, and it's on to the next one. The next one is actually the final one of a blue. Same thing as before, the 6 previous times, except only 5 because one didn't record. And now I add the leaf. The leaf gets put on the stem. The stem gets put in the hole. The stem gets secured to the hole, but that's not on there. The arms are added. Well, the legs are added first, but the arms are added, and they're grabbing the top of the head. And then, after the arms are added, the eyes are added, and after the eyes are added, the blush is added, and after the blush is added, all of these are done. And now that all of these are done, they're all baked. And when they're baked, they're done.